Hey guys, what's going on? Dr. Natty here from Myokinetix Physical Therapy and Performance. And today I'm going to give you the Stuart McGill Big 3 core exercises. These are very, very good core exercises that I incorporate with all my patients to teach them how to strengthen their core. If you have low back injury, or if you need to spice up your core routine before you work out, before you do anything athletic, this is for you, okay? So let's get right into it. All right, so we're going to get into the first exercise, which is the curl up, right? Sounds very simple, but it's actually really hard to do. If you do this the right way, you need to pay attention to the detail. The whole point of this exercise is to get you to activate your deep core muscle and teach you how to breathe at the same time. So if you guys are sitting throughout the day, if you're a student, you work from home, or you commute a lot, you need to do this before you work out. So what I like is I want to have a pad or a pillow that you can support your head in. You're going to lay on top of that, like so. So as you can see, as I'm laying down here, my neck is supported by this pillow or this pad, right? The first thing first, we want to adjust the neck so that way your shin is coming down. So you do like a little shin tuck, right? Because we talk about the posture all the time, that you're always in a forward head posture when you're sitting or driving. We want to get rid of that and get you back here. That's the first thing. Second thing, you're going to place your hand right underneath the small of your back, right? You see the arch that I have on my back? You want to put your hand right underneath there. And all you're going to do is you're going to slowly push your lower back into your hand, right? So this is a really good cue for you to have, because we want a neutral spine, and you want to tilt your pelvis posteriorly. So when you do that, you should feel your lower back feel a little stretch already, because we're always arching in that position. All the female athletes that I work with, I teach this to them first and foremost before you do anything. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to slowly push and tuck your head at the same time, right? When I do this, you can see my core is already engaged. And all we're going to do is slowly lift up at the belly button. So if I'm lifting up the belly button, that means I'm thinking about pushing my lower back down, and I'm curling up nice and slow. So I'm tucking my head, push my lower back down, I'm curling up like so. So you see I'm shaking a little bit right then and there. And we want to hold this for 10 seconds. We're going to breathe into our nose, breathe out into the mouth. And as you breathe out, you want to bring that belly button down to your spine even more, so you feel more shake, just like so. And you notice I'm bringing one leg up just to make sure that I can stabilize my core, because if I bring both legs down, it's going to be a lot harder. So we're going to hold for 10, and you're going to come back down nice and slow. As you come down, keep maintaining that shin tuck position, right? You don't want to just pop down. So again, shin tuck, push the lower back down, curl at your belly button, and then slowly lift up. Hold, take a deep breath in, breathe out, tighten that belly button. We're going to hold that 10 seconds. So it should be 3 deep breaths. And then down slow. I like to do this 3 to 5 on one side, and then I'm going to alternate and switch leg and do another 3 to 5 on the other side. Again. And then down slow. If you guys do this right, you should feel activation all over here, right? Because that's what we want. Before you load, before you do anything athletic, you want to be able to engage your core. That's our first exercise. So let's go to the next one. All right, so the next exercise is going to be the side plank. Good thing about the side plank is that it looks easy to do, but it's really hard to do. So I like to use the wall to gauge this, because if you do any side plank, if you see anyone at your gym do the side plank, their hips is either always forward or always back. So if you go against the wall, you can actually gauge this, because you want to stay as close to the wall as possible, right? So have a pad to support your elbows. You want to line your forearm and your elbows right underneath your shoulder. You want it to be too far forward. You want to be stacked right underneath. Then we're going to go with the bottom leg. Heel touches the wall, right? Because if the heel touches the wall, your hip's going to be against the wall. So you're going to go here, side like this, toes up, the other legs on, stack on top, hands on the hip. You're going to slowly push away like so. As you can see, my butt is touching, my heel's touching. I'm going to look forward. I'm going to hold this here. Same thing. You can start off with 10 seconds. Think about pushing away from the ground so you feel this obliques firing up. Do exact same thing. You're going to bring your shin back. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. As you can see, I'm shaking already because you're working your obliques and you're working your glute med as well. So I'm gonna go 3 to 5 reps on one side and alternate to the other side. And try to stay in line as you're doing this. And then as you come down, we'll switch to the other side. This is a really good exercise for you guys to do. If you're gonna do any change of direction, because you need your glute med, you need your obliques to fire. All my golfer, all the rotational athlete out there, all the baseball player, you wanna do all of this before you do any rotational stuff. Again, 3 to 5 on each side. You can alternate with this one and should feel nice and shaky when you're doing it right. Okay, so the last one of the exercise, the bird dog. This is probably the hardest one to do and looks the easiest, right? You see people do this all the time and they tend to just load their lower back, not loading their hips and not engaging the core, right? So we're pretty much taking the first exercise, which is the curl up. Now we're teaching your body to move with your arms and your legs at the same time, right? So you want to be against the wall or something, right? You can start out in this nice tabletop position. Your wrist, elbow, and shoulder is going to be stacked up. You don't want to be too far forward. You want to be right underneath, right? The knee and the hips going to stack up as well. And you're going to bring your shin up this way, right? First thing first, I want you guys to notice that I'm pushing away from the ground, right? If you're starting here, you're not engaging your shoulder blades, right? You want to push away. So from there, you're locking everything in already. Now, next step is to bring your belly button up to your spine, just like what we did in the curl up. And all we're gonna do is we're gonna slowly extend one leg and the opposite arm, right? And the reason I say extend is that I'm not raising it up. I'm actually reaching forward like so. So I'm reaching with my leg and I'm reaching with my arm. So I'm making myself as long as possible, just like so, while engaging my belly button. And then as I'm holding this, I'm gonna bring it back in nice and slow. You can alternate this, or you can just do one at the same time. And the key to this is to pretend you have like a glass of water right here so you're not tipping over, or you're doing it really slow so you don't go ahead and arch your back like so, because we don't want that, right? We want it, your back nice and straight. You're gonna reach. Notice how I'm reaching with my heel and the palm of my hand forward. I'm bringing it back down. I can alternate. The slower the better, especially on the way in, because you can see how much stability you would need to control your body. So typically what I like to do is I like to go alternating, hold, back in, 3 to 5 seconds. We're gonna breathe. Bring that back in. And I like to do this 3 to 5 times on each side. Think about pushing away the whole time. Bring it back in. If you do this correctly, you should feel your hips engaged as I'm reaching out. So I'm using my glutes right here. And as I'm reaching with my upper body, you can feel the shoulder blades is working right there. Come back in. Again, this is just really good for you guys to do before you work out or as you're cooling down. If you're having pain with squatting and running, really good exercise to do because it teaches your body to engage your core while moving your arms and legs in the opposite pattern, because that's what we do throughout the day. We always move at the opposite arm and the opposite leg, especially when we're running. If you do this nice and slow, you should be like sweating. And I would like to rotate the big 3 all together. So I would just go 3 rounds of the curl up in conjunction with the side plank and the bird dog, right? 3 to 5 reps, 3 times as part of my warm up. And if this is too hard for you guys, I would recommend just start off with just using the arms first to see how that feels, right? Because that's the easiest. Then if you get better with the arms, you can just go with the legs. Reach out one at a time. And then once you feel really good, you can do opposite arm and opposite leg. All right, guys, so that's the Stuart McGill Big 3. 3 basic core exercises you can actually do as part of your warm-up, as part of your cool down, especially you want to stay athletic, engage your core, stop that low back pain. And if you have other low back pain issues, especially when it comes to squatting, I highly recommend watching our squatting fix video, or you can watch our other core exercises that we have on this one. These are my go-to top core exercises for progression as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any question, any comment, concern, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.